figured I'd do a little update video. It's been a while since I showed what graphics card I put in there. I did do a little teaser with the water block still on it. And as you can see, the graphics card is installed and running. I'm actually using a reference cooler. We did do a laser etching on the back plate, which I'll show you in just a minute. I did try to look for another cooler besides a reference cooler because there are the worst coolers out there. During gaming, I'm only around 70 degrees, which is still pretty warm, but under benchmarking, I'll hit up to 83, 84 degrees. That's a little hot, a little more than I want to go. The teaser I like though is the reference cooler is a Titan cooler, but it's a 980 Ti. That's a great card. And the only difference between the 980 Ti and a Titan as far as gaming is concerned is maybe about 5 to 10% and $500. So the 980 Ti is a better card to have, in my opinion. But here's a little preview of what I have. There, I had to cut the light on so you can actually get a good look at it. If you see, it does say Titan. And that fan is spinning, and it is trying its hardest to keep cool. There's a little custom black paint that we did with Prometheus, and then of course the Dragon Ball. Sorry about that, my finger accidentally hit the back button, but as you can see, there's Vegeta, and the back plate does say Titan X. So that's because the Titan X and the well, not the Titan XP, what everybody likes to call it, but the previous version Titan and the 980 Ti actually have the same PCB. There's my little RAM, my G-Skill RAM, my water block. A lot of people's like, is it really liquid cooled? There is the Corsair radiator. That's the H110i Extreme. Of course, ain't one complete without SSD. All my nasty little cables. Yeah, I need to blow it out. This thing builds up dust real bad. And of course, my two other hard drives, both of them are 1 terabytes. You gotta have the storage. You just can't get away with it nowadays. But I'm blocking the Corsair. And of course, this is an Asus Republican Gamers Crosshair V Formula Z motherboard. It's a really nice motherboard. I would actually like to get my hands on another 980 Ti and actually run them SLI. Mainly because I like benchmarking and I like doing overclocks. And because I got the room. I don't know if I got the power. I might have to upgrade my power supply. I only got a 750 watt power supply. I have to do the math, and this is a 250 watt TDP card. That card loves its power. But the performance is oh so nice. Oh god, I love the performance. I can play any game. Of course, all at 1080p because I only have a 1080p monitor. But I can play any game at 1080p on max settings, ultra, tessellation, everything turned up. It's just an amazing car. It's been a pleasure, except for the heat problems I don't like. People's like, why'd you take the water block off? I don't want to custom loop my system just yet. I do have the water block now for the thing. I do actually already have the tubing. I have the pump and reservoir, but I got to get the radiators because I'm going to do a front radiator and a top radiator, and I got to get the GPU or the CPU block, and of course all the fittings because it's going to be a complete custom loop hard piped. I was going to go soft piping, but I decided to go hard pipe. The next thing is I don't know if I'm going to do it in this case or not. So there's too many ifs and variables right now, so I figured we'll just go ahead and go with the reference cooler for a little while. As you can see, it's actually an EVGA card. It's the Superclocked edition. Great card. Card itself. The boost clock's at 1190. The memory clock's 710. Pretty high up there. Power targets at 100. I could go a little bit higher, but because of the card's condition, or well, I say condition because of the reference cooler, I don't want to push it too hard. As you can see, the max temperature I hit in it is 86 degrees, and that was because I was gaming earlier. That's just a little too high. I'm not happy with that. But other than that, I can't complain about the card too much. I mean, it's a solid card. The gaming is perfect. As far as video editing and rendering, it does the job perfectly fine. I eventually will probably get some more RAM because I'm only running 16 gigs, which is perfectly fine for gaming. It's extremely fine for gaming, and it's actually even good for video editing. It's just I want more. I mean, why be a custom computer shop and builder if you're just going to go with the status quo? I mean, the thing is to actually get everything done. I'm actually trying to get my full screen in here, but it kind of looks a little weird because it's a curved monitor. I got a 27-inch Samsung curved monitor. Love this monitor. The picture is great. The gaming is great. It has a 2 millisecond refresh rate. Oh, that's so nice. I mean, you just can't beat it. It was a birthday gift, so you know, I will hold on to this monitor and cherish it. I actually want to get another one so I can go back to dual monitor. I was doing dual monitor. Didn't really help me too much for gaming per se, but as far as video editing, it actually does help me out having two monitors. Of course, that's just the way I do it. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed this little update. I am going to try to figure out something else. Well, of course, when I go to the water block, I won't have to worry about the green, because it actually does kind of clash with my whole black and red theme that I'm going here. And of course, the CPU water block does too, but that's going to eventually change too. And eventually I'm just going to sell this whole setup, or I might put it on a budget gaming computer. We do actually build a lot of budget gaming PCs. Whoop. Yep, but we do a lot of budget gaming PCs where we use basically just like spare parts, scrap parts, and we put together a PC that person with a lot of money can afford. We'll sell it for like $250, $300, and it's something that they can get in and play just about any game. Not on max settings, of course, but they can get in and play a game and enjoy it, and that's what it's all about. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks again, and always, please subscribe. Thanks.